afternoon. It's me, Miss Mac here. I wanted to upload a little video because many of you guys missed class today. So I wanted to kind of go over the key points or the directions for what you missed. Any day that you were absent, you are responsible for still completing the assignments, whether it's a technology issue or you had a doctor's appointment. I would still expect, especially as an honor student, for you to log in and see what you missed and complete it in a timely fashion. So what we did in class today is we actually went through and reviewed the syllabus. Some key points I'm going to take a few moments to go over. Asking good questions is punctual, which means you're on time. So, whatever time your class period starts, like 1 o'clock. Okay, so getting to class at 1 o'clock because I'm going to be taking attendance by 1:01. All right, so that's important. Handing in your assignments on time, of course, welcomes challenges and works together. The contact information I also reviewed. My email, Delcy email, is very easy. You just go to compose a message and my name is Mrs. Mac. So if you start writing Mac, M-A-C, my name is the first name that pops up. Okay, and then in the subject line, you should write what your name is or your class period or, question about the Google Meet. Okay, so you're titling it appropriately, you're addressing, so you're gonna say Mrs. Mac. And then type your question or comments or whatever you're having issues with, and then sign your name. Okay, that's really important because that's kind of how you formally, speak to others, especially in the digital world. Okay, so having a subject heading, having who you're addressing to, and then use your signature. Okay, so that's really important. Continuing. This is your program description. I really spent some time today going over your expectations. I'm going to kind of stress the Google Meet expectations because these are pretty self-explanatory. Your attire, you have to be dressed appropriately. I usually say, question yourself. Could you walk into school today with what you're wearing on right now? Okay, or would you? Okay, would you get in trouble? If you could get in trouble, then don't wear it. Okay, so PJs, a blanket around you, a towel, and you're, with your hair drying off. That's not appropriate. Okay, you have to be, professional and appropriate. Location, make sure I can see you. My classroom lights are always on, so I should be able to see your face and free from distraction if at all possible, which means I love to see your dog and cat, but they don't need to be hanging out with you during school. Would they be hanging out with you if they were in school with you right now? They wouldn't be, right? So free of distraction, I call it my own little school zone, okay? This is my work zone. This is where I work, and this is your safe space, okay? So hopefully there's a place in your area, in your home, where you can have that. Communication, you're going to use the hand raise option or the side chat bar, which many of you guys use. Electronics, you can't be on your phone, okay? I see your eyes over here playing video games or on your cell phone. You can tell, right? You can tell just looking at it. You can. So just like in school, you wouldn't have them out, don't have them out here. Muting, everybody should be muted based on the size of the call, or unmute yourself when you're trying to speak, which is Control D. And then your camera, make sure your camera's on. I need to see you. Okay, you can't have an invisible mode in class. All right, so I need to see you, not your ceiling. I'm teaching you. I'm not teaching your ceiling. Okay. I want to spend a moment talking about the professionalism grade that if you were absent today, I talked about. You get 2 points for showing up every day. And you earn those 2 points. It's not an automatic. It's not a given. Just because you're in class doesn't mean that you get 2 points, especially in the later weeks. Initially, yes, I'll give you if you are in attendance, but it also means that you're participating. Okay, your cameras are on. You're engaged in what I'm doing and not what's happening over in the side areas. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at that. I'm going to be monitoring it. I can see every single one of you, even though the class sizes are a little bit larger. Okay, so that's really important for your professionalism grade. You'll get one of them every single week. And they're each worth 10 points. All things are 10 points. Every assignment that I give you is always 10 points. If you see a 9 in the grade book, that's basically like a 90, okay, like old scale. All right, so that's important for you. Grading website. I don't know if you saw this. It's a really good resource for you. You can kind of click over to whatever period you have me, and it kind of tells you a little bit about myself. And then the last thing I want to share with you, you're going to click on the You Can Book Me. I mentioned that. You're also going to go to Remind. So whatever time or whatever period you have me, whether it's period 6 or period 8, you are going to go under where it says the Remind link. It's going to bring you right to a page that's going to allow you to sign up for my Remind feature. Some of you guys have already logged in, and that's wonderful. But I need you to type in the code as well as, or use that link so that you can get signed up for my Remind feature. Okay, I don't send them out every day. I send them out, when it's important. Okay, so that's your Remind. All this other stuff, like I said, check your Google Classroom for anything that you missed. And then your late work. This is also important. 1 day grace period, 1 day. Okay, so if you have an assignment that's due on a Tuesday, you have until Wednesday to complete it. If you turn it in on Thursday, it's still a 0. Okay, so you have a 1 day wiggle room for certain circumstances that hopefully won't happen. If we were in school and not doing e-learning, you would have 0 day grace period. Okay, we don't accept late work in honors classes, but because of the current state of our schooling, we're going to give you that 1 day grace period. Okay, and what is also important is the second bullet, communication. You need to communicate with me and contact me and let me know if you have completed a late assignment late. Okay, that way I know to go back and grade it. If you don't send me an email, then I'm not going to know that you completed it. Okay, so no grade for the assignment if you don't send me an email. They were the kind of the important points of what you missed today from class. There's also some topics you can review. This last page, which many of you guys, I didn't want you to start it, but these 2 links, we're going to save that for tomorrow's lesson, okay, especially with the technical difficulties that we had today. So do not worry about the student link. Do not worry about that parent link. We will we'll tackle that tomorrow in tomorrow's class. Okay, so just as this is a little video recap or video directions for those of you who had issues logging in today in today's class period. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email. Thank you. Have a great day.